Okay, we got it recording. Let's see if I can make this smartwatch do smart things. Oh, I forgot to do that. All right. Hey, let's you know what? We're gonna start out standing up, and this is gonna be a stand-up practice of sorts. Yeah, of sorts. That's actually what's gonna be. Uh, More of a tutorial. It'll be a little shorter. We're just gonna practice some techniques and transitions and things so that well, hopefully, when you start hanging out with me on Wednesday mornings next month, you kind of have a preview of what the different things to expect or not expect, as it were. So, standing up, feet, I don't know, about hip distance, and just get tall. So, think lengthening a line. You pull the two far points away from each other. So, how about feet and dome, move them away from each other, and everything in between just lengthens out. See? Yeah. Now, let your shoulder blades, just think of them dripping down into your back pockets of your jeans. You feel all that lengthening on the flesh of your neck. It's kind of nice. So point palms forward. And, we are standing, so think about it for a second. But if it's cool with you, close your eyes. This pose you are in is a standing pose called mountain pose or Tadasana. And you'll see it in the medical books on pictures, anatomical charts or whatnot, AP, either anatomical position or anterior posterior. But right now, all it is just standing still and breathing, right? Just like we start in child's pose, we do the same thing here. And let's just really let arms come on down a little bit. If you feel like you got them out flying, just let them come down. Just let the nature of gravity pull shoulders down. And now, if it's not already there, let breath go through your nose holes. Yeah, we're doing them three basic things. Nose breathing. Deep breathing is the second thing. So full capacity inhales and complete exhale. And then finally, the third thing is to just smooth it out, right? Make it even. It becomes slowly rich and deep and steady. You notice I didn't not one time say slow, because this will be some muscularity being used. So your breath will speed up as the heart does. So let's keep it deep and rich and steady, right? Now, anything we do today, if it doesn't work out with your discernment, what is discernment? That's your head, cognition, and your gut, intuition. If it doesn't align with that, or if it creates pain, physical pain, and not discomfort, pain, then please stop. Make an adjustment, a modification. I can offer some ideas, but you're going to know what that modification is. What may be the most difficult practice is to just skip the dang pose, right? That's a practice in humility. And anytime you notice your breath ain't moving as it's moving, deep and steady and rich, whether it be fast or slow, put both feet on the floor. Maybe get down on your butt and sit, whatever. Just come on back to this calmness you got right now. This is the yoga. Everything else is just touching your body creatively, gently, challenging and revealing. Now, all that's out of the way. On a deep old inhale, reach up high. Now, this is called upward salute. Now, exhale, put your palms together at your heart. This is an Anjali Mudra. Prayer hands. You hear it called all kinds of things. I sometimes say, park your thumbs at your heart. Okay? Now, we need to figure out a way to warm up in a standing manner. I usually use sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. So let's see if we can make that work with this flavor we're playing with. Inhale to upward salute. As you exhale, let your torso fold forward. It follows your exhale And little knee bend is totally cool if necessary. And at the exhale end with your head down low, some hands hanging down low, some. Now, this is Uttanasana or forward folded. And grab elbows and make a square around your ears and your skull. And your neck is so soft you can turn it. No, you can shake it yet. Or is it the other way around? Okay. Breath is still steady, right? Did you follow the exhale as you fold it? That's moving with breath, baby. Now let go your elbows. Let hands stay down low, okay? You can keep them on the floor or the feet or the shins or the thighs, wherever feels right. As you breathe in, look forward, lengthen your spine, maybe straighten legs if it's cool. This is half lift, half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe out and stay here, would you? Ooh. Now, if they're not already there, just put a little knee bend and bring hands to the thighs. Now, on your next inhale, tilt your butt and your face up. And on your next exhale, round your spine and look at your belly button, touch your tailbone. One more time. Inhale, lengthen out. This is cow pose, ain't it? And then exhale, round your spine. And this is Halloween cat. Right. Now inhale, straighten your spine, half lift, lengthen your legs. Exhale, fold. So just we're playing around. Stay forward folded for a few breaths. We're just screwing around with a couple ideas, little ideas. How can we get body warm and prepared for more asana practice? But we're going to stay standing up while we do it. That's all we're doing. Jam session, right? We call it a tutorial. All right. Good. Now, I like to come up this way. Put a little bend in your knees, okay? And I run my arms down my sides like I'm a jet airplane. Shoulder blades gliding down my back. My spine is laid long, flat back. Now, as I inhale, I ground into my feet. I bring shoulders over hips, straighten my legs. I keep breathing in, and arms, and I stop breathing in when my hands are up high. Upward salute. Exhale, put your thumbs, park them together at your heart. All right. Now we're going to get rid of those spine flexion extensions, those cat cows. We're going to put the rest together into what's called half sun sal A, half sal. Ooh. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold forward. Keep your hands down low. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, fold. Little knee bend, jet airplane wings. Inhale, stand, reach up high. Exhale, park your thumbs at your heart. Yeah, groovy. All right. Now, coming up from that Uttanasana, yeah, I flat back, you get your arms out of there. We're just transferring all the work to glutes and hamstrings. We're removing as much strain as possible from the spine. But hey, if you got a healthy spine and if it feels cool, you can roll it up one vertebra at a time. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Remember, we just looking for safety and calmness. If it's inside of that, you're good to go. All right, how are we going to put a sun B into this thing? Let me think. All right, I got notes. Good thing. Palms are together. Now, inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. We got to get a chair pose in here, right? So let's take half lift. Breathe in, half lift. And exhale, fold. Now here we go. We're going to go to Utkatasana, chair pose. Breathing in, bend your knees. Bring your torso up, shoulders over hips. And if you want, biceps at ears. This chair pose, fierce pose, Utkatasana, kind of half sitting, sort of squatting and breathing deeply. Well, we got to figure out some way to get the lunge into this thing. Take a breath. On an exhale, we're going to step our left foot back, toes down, then ground it flat like a warrior lunge. Sweep your arms back like a jet airplane. Oh, it's okay. Inhale, bring torso straight up, biceps to ears, fingers in the sky. He's going to be warrior one. Exhale here, as I think, and then inhale after you exhale. We're going to have to figure out the vinyasa without a vinyasa. Take another breath. I got it. Exhale, step your left foot next to your right foot. Thumbs parked at heart chair, right? Take a breath. Now it's going to be right foot. Exhale, step right foot back, toes down, ground your foot flat, arms are swept back. Engage back muscles if you want some muscularity. Now breathe in and reach for the sky as your torso goes up. Virabhadrasana, warrior. I think we exhaled the chair. Makes sense, right? Take a breath. Exhale, step your right foot next to your left. You can have palms together at your heart or biceps chair pose. Inhale, stand, reach high. Exhale, park your hands at your heart. Let's see if we can put all of that together. Just sort of flow it. Okay. Either, I don't know about hipsters. Inhale, let's go right to chair. Arms up, sit down. Now let's exhale, step left foot, ground it, sweep arms back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale the chair. I'm going to do a prayer. Just take a big breath. Exhale, step your right foot back, ground your foot, sweep arms. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chair pose. Take a breath here. Exhale, fold forward. Oh, goodness gracious, I feel nice. Flat back if you desire. Bend the knees, little inhale, stand, reach high. Exhale, palms go together and just park them at your heart. And let's take a few breaths here. So yeah, that can probably be developed and refined over time, but we're just jam session, right? Throwing some stuff around, playing. Few breaths. Notice his heart rate increase. Mine has, and I'm only doing like a quarter of this stuff. Ooh. Now you hear stand-up class, and probably, I don't know me, the first thing I think, we're going to stand on one leg. Oh yeah, probably. But we can have 2 feet on the ground standing. That's kind of standing, right? Okay, take your right foot. Let's step towards the back of the mat, but turn all 10 toes to, I guess that would be the right wall. Let's rotate our right foot, open it. Left foot is going to be on some sort of angle. Don't worry, heel, instep, just something that feels stable. Open arms wide. As you breathe in, go ahead and let your left hip kick to the left. Reach your right fingers way out towards that wall. Breathe in. When you breathe out, you can put your right hand on a thigh or a shin or a foot. You can hook a toe. You can put it on the floor or a block. And then your left hand's going to go up. This pose is called triangle or trikonasana. And, if this was a traditional Ashtanga class, you'd have somebody other than me here saying Sanskrit words for numbers. Hold you there for a 5 count that really, seems more like 20. Yeah. So we got our left arm up in the sky. How about this? Drop it behind your back. I like to point my hand away. And if possible, the tips of your right or your left fingers grab the top of your right thigh. And you got an arm bar across your lumbar spine, low back, yeah? Use that to kind of push your pelvis toward the wall in front. Roll your shoulders open. You automatically left shoulder, yeah, it makes sense. But what about your right one, the downside? Roll it open. Ooh. And betting that's probably enough of that. Shoulders are getting some action in stand-up class. How about we take left hand straight back up. Exhale out here. And it's okay to wiggle and feel the pose is what it's there for. Inhale, come on up wide. Now we're going to put our left hand on our left thigh. The legs are going to stay triangular. Inhale, reach your right arm up, up, up. Now you can hang out here. Again, you can wrap your left arm around your back and do that same bind. There's just not really a thigh to wrap to. You can start reaching to where that wall over there meets the ceiling. Use this bind of your left hand behind your back to roll your left shoulder. Breathe here. How about like 5 times? You probably already got at least 2 breaths in you, 3 more left. Probably enough. Good. So let's release our left hand and bring your right hand down. We want to rotate our torso, and notice how your pelvis rotates to the right. So we're facing over our right side. Now here we go. Just heel toe. Step your left foot up. Doesn't have to be so far back. You'll feel when it feels cool. Okay? And push right hip back, left hip forward. Right. Good. Now, reach your left hand up. Take a breath. Keep your hips squared like they are, but as you exhale, hinge at hips and just run your fingers down that wall over there. They can paint and brush down the wall, and you can park your left hand on a block, on a floor, on a shin, on an ankle, on the foot. You can put it outside of your right foot if you're getting groovy. You know, it's like so many possibilities here. Just allow the one that fits. And as you see, my right hand is still on my right hip. You can start to reach up and rotate your heart to the right. Keep pushing right hip back, left hip forward. And you can take your right hand behind your back and do that same bind. The back of your right hand hooks your left hip and just use it. Wrap your shoulders open and feel this son of a gun. We're going to 5 breaths. And again, you had time to probably get 2 in there. And what is the count of your breath? How many on in? How many on out? And does it really matter? Is it steady, deep, and rich? So what the heck are we doing here? We're doing this Parvrita triangle. So let's release the bind, okay? Come on up nice and gentle as you're breathing in. Rotate halfway. All 10 toes point at that side wall. Both nipples and both eyeballs point at the side wall. Reach your arms up high. Take a big, hey, let's point our toes out just a little bit, okay? So we're going to kind of combine star and goddess. Inhale, reach up high. As you exhale, bend your knees, bend your elbows. Now, really spread your chest open and run your elbows down wall behind you as you squat. Now, inhale, stand, reach. And again, we're going to exhale, squat down and drag elbows down wall behind you. How about engage biceps? One engagement, muscularity, feeling. Do that. Inhale, reach up. And one more time as you exhale, squat down and feel your back muscles and your biceps engaging and contracting as you drag elbows down wall behind you. Inhale, stand up, reach high, and make sure all 10 toes are now pointing at that wall. Exhale, fold forward, reach out, grab something. It can be any part of your anatomy that seems appropriate. Grab a hold of it. Now, when you breathe in, look forward, let your arms be straight, see? Just like the half lift. And on exhale, bend your elbows and use biceps to fold yourself into this sweet, active stretch. Okay? Take a few breaths there. I got to figure out some funky way to get us into our left side. We'll just keep it simple. So let go of whatever you're holding and put hands on hips. And if they were already there, leave them there. Make a flat and come on up. As you breathe in, is the arms go wide. Now we're going to point the left toes out to the wall. The right foot just going to be on an angle, your angle. 45, 27, make an angle with your right foot that feels stable. Okay? And you can kind of start to feel the tissues in the pelvic area getting exposed, revealed. Arms are wide. Now breathing in, reach your left arm way out there, but let your right hip kick out of that, boop, boop, like that. And breathe out, drop left hand down, and right arm going to go up. Trikonasana, triangle. So I can feel, I don't need a mirror, I can feel right now my ass is trying to go back and my chest and face trying to go forward. You feel that? So let's just counter. Pull shoulders towards the wall behind you, push pelvis towards wall in front of you. If you want, then how about maybe so drop your arm behind your right arm behind your back, point your palm away. Now, Maybe you can't catch your thigh on this side, or maybe you can. What do you do? You can't catch thigh. No problem. There's simple solution. You got a shirt, maybe you got Lululemons on, grab some clothing. There you go. Now you can get something to anchor to wrap your shoulder open, your right shoulder, and just spread. And remember left, don't forget left. I'm grabbing my ankle here, so I'm just gonna run my arm around my leg, spread my chest open. Ah, all this stuff happening, and it ain't nothing but triangle. Mm. Bring right arm back up to the sky. And ground down into your feet. Energize into your feet. Breathe in. Come up. Arms up wide. We'll put right arm on right thigh. Breathe out. Breathe out so that you can inhale. Shoot your left hand up. And you just stay right here. Look, this reverse triangle. You could take this deeper if appropriate. You feel a little kink in your right hip. Stop. Adjust. Maybe bring your right hand around back and do that bind. Feel how that keeps pelvis in place and let you kind of explore and open up space. Right? Feel this thing. We got time for, I'd say, 2 more deep, rich, sensuous breath. Okay, I think it's the left leg that's forward now. So let's unbind, unwind. We're going to rotate torso over left thigh. But remember, bring your pelvis along for the ride. Just scooch right foot up a little bit. There's no sense to have it way back unless it feels right. And I like to step up and now so square by pushing right hip forward, left hip back. Okay. Feel those 3 points of your feet, big toe pad, little toe base, center and heel. Ground into it. I'm going to leave my left hand just down here. I'm going to put it on my left hip and right hand just reach high. Breathe in and lengthen. And as you breathe out, you just draw your fingers down the wall. Where are you going to put your right hand? Is somewhere down there. Okay, so many options. Way up high on shin. That's pretty cool because right there, you can just play with twisting and lengthening without too much other concern. We go deeper. Ankle, foot, you grab a piggy. Maybe you're going to the floor. Maybe you got a block on the floor on either side of the foot. There ain't no textbook in this power yoga thing. It's just feel. Now, look, once you got all that established, then we screw around with the other arm. And so start to rotate your heart toward the side wall and bring your left arm up. Okay. You've established your base, you've got the spine action going, and now we can apply the twist. And then finally, if you want to enhance and explore, if appropriate, the hand that's up in the sky, I think it's your left hand right now, just drop it behind your back, right? You've done this bind, you just make a hook with the back of your hand. And what does that bind allow you to explore? What are we doing? Remember, 3 things in pose. The first thing is you search for space, available space. And then we open that space up. And then the final thing is you shut up and dwell in that space. Okay, let's unbind and we're going to unwind and come on up. Let's rotate one more time, all 10 toes to the side wall. Now, take your right hand and drop it to your side. Now bend your right elbow and bring the back of your right hand. Just bring it up your spine and it stops wherever it stops. We're going towards the base of our skull with our right fingertips. They don't mean it gets there. And once your right shoulder gives you communication, that's enough. Stop. Reach your left hand up. Breathe. Now exhale. Bend your left elbow. Okay. Fingers touch. You combine. If fingers don't touch, what do they touch? They touch some of your shirt. Grab a hold of something. And if they don't touch anything, pretend you're still getting the sensation. See? Look up if it feels okay. Look up gently. Take a deep breath. Lift your torso. As you exhale, hinge at hips. Keep your back straight. You'll feel it if your back rounds. So keep it straight. And just hinge forward, attempting to bring your left elbow towards Mother Earth. And as you do that, notice what's going on. Okay, the back of your left shoulder, the posterior deltoid is stretching. Right side, the front, the inferior deltoid is stretching. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the deeper anatomy of the joint. What about your mind? You know, two different things, two different sides, and you're upside down balancing. Pretty cool. Okay, try to keep a flat back. If you don't and your hands pop loose, no problem. But as you breathe in, come on up to standing. When you release the bind, your left hand reaches up, but your right arm comes out slowly. Do not let your right arm just swing out. Just gentle, gentle, gentle. And then just bring your left hand down. Shake both arms out. You know, you might have hung out with a guy I call my teacher. He's often says, I don't know how to care for anything without touch, but gentle, gentle, just careful touch. Ooh, how about left arm goes behind back and you bend your left elbow. You just notice the back of your hand. See, it just starts to touch your back. And it's not rocket science. You just use fingers. You just kind of swiggle and wiggle an elbow. And you can get your ass into it and wiggle some if that helps. Once your hand goes to a point to where the front of your left shoulder says stop, guess what? You stop. Anything more than that is forced. It's the ego-driven agenda, the steering mechanism for your body. Reach your right arm up, take a big breath. Breathing out, bend your right elbow, and if the fingers touch, you bind, and if they don't, you grab, and if there's nothing to grab, you just pretend. Yeah. You're still reaching for the bind, just trying. That's where the benefit's at, is the trying. There is no acquisition. There's no getting there. Now, take a breath. Look up if it feels okay. Keep all this length, and as you exhale, hinge your hips, and you just go forward. I kind of think about my elbow drawing an arc in front of me, leaving a trail or like stars or something. It's pretty cool. And if your elbow touches the ground, you know, it's certainly nothing to run laps about, nothing to celebrate. And if your elbow don't touch the ground, it's nothing to fret. What are you feeling? Yeah. Keep your back flat. And if possible, keep it back as you inhale, come up all the way up. And you release bind, and right arm will come out pretty easy, but left arm, slow, gentle, smooth and easy. Glenoid fossa. And just wiggle your shoulders a bit. And ain't nobody looking but me, so it's okay to get funky, groovy. Just feel. This is a sensual practice. Sensation, the communication, your partner, your body. That's how it talks to you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward, torso over thighs. Inhale, half lift. Now listen up as you exhale, lift heels, bend knees, and put sits bones towards or on heel bone. You can put hands on the floor, fingertips on the floor, palms on the thighs, palms up, back, and hands on thighs, thumbs together, part at your heart, and talking like Forrest Gump and Shrimp, right? All these options. What does it feel like? You want something stable, something that you're just not going to be falling on your ass every 2 seconds, but also challenging and revealing. Maybe you do fall. But how in the world am I going to take you to that place? Because I can't feel what you're feeling. You got to find that. Yoga teachers don't know nothing. They just kind of share some ideas. Opinions is all I'm giving you right now. Opinions, ideas. And I know we're not really standing right now, but kind of. Now, I would suggest if they're not there, put fingertips on the floor and just bring knees to the mat. And then you can go back and put hands wherever the heck you want. You can make eagle arms and you can stretch your shoulder blades apart because you're just spending time here digging into your feet. You were just on them doing all that stuff. And now you're honoring them. You're giving them a little love. They take good care of you. You just take care of that. All right. Let's go ahead and put hands on the mat in front of us like that. Release the tops of your feet to the mat. And I like to have my shins, ankles, and all that together. I'm just going to sit back until I feel my butt meet my heels or my Achilles. The fronts of my feet are lengthening out. If it starts to cramp, get out. It's pain. Don't do. Maybe you sit upright, and now look, there's more direct energy downward into the affected articulation ankle. You can lean back in this stuff. Come on, you know what to do. You follow the sensation. Sensation say, give me a little more, go a little further deeper. Then they say, hey, that's it. That's enough. Okay, right there. It's like intimacy. You're listening to your partner's needs. And then partners say, that's it. That's to go beyond that, right? It's pushing, it's forcing. And what the heck is doing the forcing? I mean, sure the heck isn't me, right? So what is that? I don't know. It's nothing to really freak out about. It's certainly an interesting question. Come on up, right? We're gonna go forward with our hands again. Now, all you do is just cross your ankles and shins as deep as you like, so they cross. Push right back to your butt. You're sitting down. Legs out front, long inhale. Reach up high. Fold forward, right over your thighs. We're just gonna melt. You know what? If you want, grab a hold of something, and yeah, let's do that. Grab something if you want. Look forward, breathe in, and get strong in your biceps. Pull your rib cage along your thighs like you're gonna put nipples on your toes. Now breathe out, bend elbows a bit more, keep all that length. And when you get to the bottom of this exhale, drop your head, let go, whatever you hold, just melt that butter on top of a hot pancake. Just melt. And so you got this sweet stroke opened up across the entire length, backside of your back, heel bones to sits bones, and from tailbone to brainstem. I mean, the whole thing is just lengthened out. Yeah. And it just seems only fitting that we complement this with the flip side of it. So come on, get upright. Don't even miss a beat. You don't got to spend long upright. Go onto your back. On your back, just bend some knees and put your feet flat. I like to put mine a little wider, and we're gonna go to do a bridge pose here. So I like my feet a little wider. You're looking for stability, and you want to feel your thighs and your ass when you lift off. With those pointers in mind, stability and lit up thighs and ass, find something for your feet and know you can change them once you're in the pose. Arms down sides, palms low, engage into palms and triceps. And as you breathe in, lift your torso and your pelvis. And now, for a first time up, let's just, the first few moments up, let's just think of a straight line from knee joint to hip joint to shoulder joint. Just think of that and breathe on into it with sensation. You don't need a mirror, and it might not be exact, but the feeling, it's just a practice to start to follow that thing, that sensation. Okay. Now you can't hang out right here. We'll start to do the back bending part if you want. I like to put my hands together, my palms together, interlace my fingers and start pushing knuckles towards heels. See how I'm doing here? I'm inching my shoulders side to side. Yeah, nipples are spreading. It's pretty cool. And I get that going. And then I push into my feet and I clench my glutes and engage in the thighs. Just lift, I don't want to crush my throat. I want my neck long, but I'm trying to I'm gonna bring my heart just yeah. I think you'll agree that this is certainly back then in this form. Right? I think you want to probably be there about 5 breaths. You remember that. I'm not going to, but you don't have to. But yeah, 5 breaths if it's cool. Yeah. And whether it's 4 or 6, your final exhale settles you down gently to the ground. And see if you can finish that exhale, hugging your knees, but shoulders and skull are down. It's pretty cool, right? Put your left foot on the floor, put your right ankle on your left knee, let your right knee drop open. And we're just gonna bring our left knee towards left chest. Hug that son of a gun in. You grab a hamstring or a shin or whatever. Now, once you do a few wiggles, open up some spaces and find what it feels. Maybe this. Maybe your right sit bone. First off, flex your right ankle, gently flare your right knee away, and then finally your right sit bone. Just push it down and away a little bit. Yeah. It doesn't take a whole lot of movement. I mean, damn, all you really have to do is think about down and away with that part. Something happens. Right. Keep your right foot where it's at, but let go of your left leg. Put your left foot down. Just wrap your right leg around your left one. You ain't got to tuck right foot behind left leg, or you can. Either way, go put arms out, take a breath. How about we just let knees drop to the left? Now, if you want, you can put a 90-degree bend in your left elbow and just push straight down with your elbow and gently allow your right shoulder to go down. Wherever it goes, if it touches the floor, again, it's not a celebratory thing. And if it doesn't get all the way to the floor, it's like not a problem, not a threat. These things, they just are. So many things do not really necessarily require that, right? They just are. Sometimes they will from just simply being either skillful or unskillful. Just come on back center, clean, twist the legs, hug both knees. Oh yeah. Put right foot on floor. Yes, put left foot on left ankle on right knee. And we just thread the needle and hug that sucker in. Just a supine pigeon, supine. So I'm not even grabbing. Okay, here's a modification. My left knee is all boogered up. That stuff hurts. So if I go tug at my right leg in, it's posed right now, my bent left knee, even with the flexed ankle and all that, he's going to say, ouch. I already know that because I found the place where it don't say ouch. And I ain't even grab my leg. Grab my leg and pull deeper. And it's no good. It's not good, not bad. It's not skillful. It's forceful. Right? You let go of your leg. Bring your right foot to the floor. I'm just want to do a sandwich bag, twist tie, left leg around your right leg, arms out wide. Exhale, knees go right. And if you want to use a bent right elbow, It's just like you push them straight down. Flat. But just gentle. Brings your left shoulder. It goes down. It might go down like a centimeter, or it might go down 4 inches. No, it just goes down. Merit, that's the other thing I was trying to think of. Become skillful, meritus, unmerited. True. Let's go back center one more time. Hug yourself. If you want, you can lift the arm up into this, bring your chest to your thigh, cheekbones towards your knee, chin, wherever you hug into, start to contract some muscles. Get deep with it. Toes and feet, thighs, pelvic floor, abdomen. Oh, yeah, throat. How about pull your ears, get your skull. Keep your jaw soft. Why not? And take a deep breath. Now exhale to Savasana. Not going to pollute your quiet time too much. That is just a couple tastes of what we can see on upcoming Wednesday morning stand. Well, as I do, is going to continue to evolve. But yeah, we'll have good times. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. It's not too hard. Just hang out for a while where you're at. Feel what you feel. And see if you can, you know that image of your body, your mind's eye sees right now. I know it's got definition of right hand, left earlobe. In your mind's eye, you can see all your anatomy, probably with pretty damn good detail. See if by looking, observing physical sensation, that constant tingling that you may notice right now. See if you can observe that just so closely, so carefully that suddenly the physical form just becomes a cloud of sensation. More defined line, no more defined anything to sensation. And if you need a little help getting there, as you breathe in, remind yourself, I am not this body. And as you breathe out, remind yourself, man, I ain't even this mind. I'll leave you with my gratitude and love. Shanti, shanti, shanti.